first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That first good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Butker's kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And there he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders have regained the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Levin on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. And Walker has it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with the...
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Here's Walker.
And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Walker once more.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 13.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
From 13 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had a coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And he gets this to Thornton.
Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to throw again.
Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the second half.
And the pressure is really on, because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. Well, as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one.
And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Finding Walker, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now back to throw. intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the two touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Out of the gun now on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 56, Raiders 37.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they...
And this is taken in at the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Butker on for the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Second and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Walker.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Steps away to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.